Hello, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to show you all the makeup I have finished in 2023. And yes, we're doing this in voiceover style because I didn't plug the mic properly for the original audio. So I thought voiceover is better than sounding like I'm in the outer space. Plus, it's always nice to try something new. I have 26 makeup empties here. That's actually more than what I thought. I'm going to go through them one by one. I'm also going to add up the market value for all the products I finished just to get an idea of how much I potentially spend on makeup in a year. Okay, first I have the Cuddly Grip Water Moisturizing Face Mist. Y'all, this is just water mist. It's very similar to the Avene Thermal Spring Water from the drugstore, although that one, the price is also up there. Essentially, it's just water. I don't think the minor ingredients in there makes any difference, whether or not it's a grape or mineral. If I needed something like this in the future, I might as well just get a spray bottle, fill it up with distilled water, maybe add a little bit serum, whatever I have on hand, and boom, I created my own water mist. It's gonna be a lot more budget friendly, and this one is retailed for $27. Moving on to the Max Fix Plus. This one is a cult favorite for such a long time. To me, this feels like toner. I get that this could be useful sometimes, but so is any other toner that is marketed with hydrating benefits. Similar idea, you can totally just get a spray bottle and fill it up with any hydrating toner, and it's gonna be a lot more cost effective than this because this bottle is retailed for $41. The Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is retailed for $48. In my opinion, it's very expensive, but at this moment, I'm captivated by it. I use it almost every single time when I want my makeup to stay in place, and most likely I would keep on repurchasing this even though it is expensive. A sampler size of a glam primer. This little primer has 5mm products, but it has a retail value of $16. Roughly, it took me 10 uses to finish this. I fairly enjoyed this. It felt like a gripping primer. When I use this, I can tell a difference with how my foundation performs. It applies better and it also has a better finish, but I think that's what most gripping primer would do, although I have not tried any. For this one, with the cost about $1.50 per use, I think is a pass. Okay, let's move on to the Too Faced Hanover Primer. This primer is no better than any other moisturizer. I actually believe you can get the similar effect with a light textured moisturizer. This one for about 30mm, it has a retail value of $57. I mean, come on. When a primer is more expensive than high-end skincare, it just does not make sense to me whatsoever. With how the product performed combined with the price tag, this primer is disappointing to me. The Becca or the Smashbox Backlight Priming Filter. If you're into a glowy base, this is nice. However, I think you get a better effect if you mix a highlighter with your own moisturizer and apply it that way. The reason is this one is just basically a primer mixed with some highlighter. But the primer in this is not necessarily the best. There were times that I had a situation where this product was peeling on me, and this has a retail value of $45. For me personally, I don't think I need this. Moving on to one of my favorite products, the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation. This was retailed for $22. I would pay twice the money for this foundation. Yeah, I love everything about this foundation, but it is discontinued, so I have to let it rest in peace. I also finished a Maybelline Mineral Concealer through my project pan. Actually, a lot of the products here I finished are through my project pan. Yay! This was a great concealer. It's a mineral concealer, so it was very easy to apply, and it adheres to your skin very well. I don't know if they still make this or it has been discontinued, but if it is around at the time when I finish all my concealers, I would definitely consider repurchasing this. Another concealer I finished through my project pan, this is from Bobbi Brown. It was a stick concealer, very creamy. As you can tell, it's all gone. I'm thinking to repurpose this tube. It's a very sleek tube and it's made of metal. I'm gonna wash this up, I'm gonna repurpose this tube. A sample concealer from It Cosmetics. This is a very, very full coverage concealer. I don't enjoy full coverage products like this. I actually struggle to share it out. The NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Foundation Powder. This one I genuinely enjoyed. It kind of does what it says, stay matte but not flat. Almost like the powder had a satin finish. This one had a retail value of $11, which is also very good. But I don't think they make this anymore. I think it's discontinued. This Empty Team is a Sony Kashik Cream Bronzer. This one, again, is an excellent product, and it had a retail value of $12, but it's been discontinued. So let's just move on. This is a NARS Laguna Bronzing Powder. For this size, it had a retail value of $23. Okay, this is a good bronzer, and I don't think it's very overpriced either. I think what I want to say is if I run out of all my bronzers, I would repurchase this one. I'm starting to learn finding the comfort of using the products that I already know works for me instead of always wanting to try something new. But that is on top of if I really need a bronzer. I'm actually not a person who absolutely needs bronze every time. I guess that will depend on what style I'll be settling in by the time I finish all the bronzer because I might just be that girl who doesn't wear bronzer from there. Okay, let's see what we're left with. A mascara from CoverGirl. I think this is a Lash Blast. It's good that I tried it. I enjoyed the fact that this is very waterproof. It helps my lashes to hold the curl. I don't think I'll repurchase this though. Right now I'm on the 50-50 in terms of repurchasing this. Okay. This one, the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I hated this. I did not like this at all. I tried and tried to like it. It sounds like a product that would work perfectly for me because I have almost non-existing, that's not true. On the outer corner of my bottom lash, they're pretty much not there. So I thought the small wand of this would really help to get those tiny lashes. But no, I don't think it ever really worked. The wand is very small, but the stopper is not thin enough, and that will cause you getting a lot more product on the wand. And when you go to the bottom lash, those lashes are really close to your skin. Yeah, it just creates a very messy application. No, I did not like this. The Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. This is a lovely eyeliner. It is easy to use, very black, and it does last for a long time, so it can get your money worth. That is if you're looking for a black eyeliner. For me, I'm not really interested in liquid eyeliner. If I do, I most probably will go for a brown. Considering that if I'm going to use a brown, I don't think I will go for this particular one. I probably will look for something in the drugstore. Another eyeliner from Stila that I finished. This one is not worth it. There's tons of similar eyeliners on the market that is a lot more budget friendly than this one. Another eyeliner from Sephora. This was a sample size. I didn't take a good look at this before I finished it to this point. I have no idea how many grams of product this eyeliner had. So my best guess is this eyeliner would have a retail value of $5. I'm just so done with this kind of gel eyeliners. If I would be using eyeliner, I think I'll be more going for the more traditional pencil eyeliner. Okay, moving on to Bite lipstick that I finished. This was really lovely. I loved everything about it. I loved the shade. I loved how it applied. I love that it's a lip crayon, so it felt a little bit less bulky when I carried it with me. However, this has a retail value of $24. I don't think it's worth the price. I would say if you were using this once every day, this wouldn't last you for more than 3 months. So it's a very costly lippy product. Another product that I finished is this Revlon lip butter. Okay, what should I say about this? I did enjoy it. I actually used up the whole thing to its core. If this is still in the market, I would go for a much more impactful color instead of this kind of peachy nude. And in that case, I think it's going to be very comfortable yet pretty. I guess what I'm saying is I wouldn't mind to repurchase it, but it's not must by any means. Okay, moving on to the rest. I finished 3 eyeshadows from Lancome. This one is a satin matte called Daylight I finished earlier last year. And this peachy coral color is called Gaze that I hit major pan on. And the last one is Kate and Hill that I also hit pan on. Each one of these eyeshadows retailed for $15, and that is based on if you were going to buy them as single individuals. Let's just be honest, I only have it because I have it. They're not worth the price for sure. I got those through gift with purchase. They're not bad, but they're also not great. I would say they're just mediocre. I think there's a lot of drugstore eyeshadows would outperform this. I also finished a blush from Lancome. This one is retailed for $18. I liked how firmly pressed this blush was. It's kind of the same with eyeshadows. I got it through gift with purchase. I don't think I would buy it with my own money. Another eyeshadow, this one is from Sony Kashik. It's one of the shades from the All Matte palette. This is a very traditional eyeshadow. It's not necessarily creamy, it's more on the drier side. And this has a retail value of $1.50, and they have been discontinued. The last big guy here is the eyeshadow quad from Gosh Cosmetics. And this one is in the shade Jamaica. I have had this one for such a long time. I loved and enjoyed this eyeshadow quad through and through. This one has been discontinued. I think it had a retail value of $12. I definitely do not need any more eyeshadows, but hypothetically, I would consider repurchasing this quad because each one of the shades in this quad were a favorite of mine at a time for the time I had it. So that is all the makeup I have finished. This came with a total of $552.75. Wow. That means on average, each one of the product is $21. I don't think I necessarily support that. I will definitely talk more about this in a separate video. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. I look forward to see you again. Bye bye.